fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Jets at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. This defense for the Cards, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, we knew that they were going to come in and try and take some shots down the field, but score one for the secondary there as they come away with a pick.
And, partner, if we knew it, then they had to know it as well, and they were ready and waiting for their opportunity to pick one off.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
A A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to throw across his body, and it's intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Bradley Pinion set their kickoff.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Brings up 3rd down and
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. These two teams all tied after 1. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line.
at their own 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. But just not a particularly confident throw there. It had a lot of air under it.
And the fact that it was thrown out toward the sideline, the ball seemed to hang up there forever. That's one that you go to bed dreaming about as a defender because that's about as easy as they come.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Jets 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Here's the Jets punter now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd and 2. Off play action. Carter. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Carter now on 3rd and 2. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw again. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the pylon. Caught. Touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Off the play fake. Carter. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Looking to throw. Carter. He's going deep for Brown. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
This take it in at the goal line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw is Carter. To throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. 7 yards on a return after a punt of 39.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
That's caught by...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Dobbins hit, and he fumbles. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Oh, I don't know if we're sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Carter. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyler Gordon picks it up, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A good pickup there, 22.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 4 yards out.
And the Jets have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
40 yards rushing forward now to this point.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free in the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here's Carter from the gun on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They run once more with Taylor. Peyton Turner there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Carter. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
This 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. Oh, what a move. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 21-yard line.
back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Carter.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Carter to throw on 2nd down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
75 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a 1st down.
Looking to throw. Carter.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Jonathan Taylor
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. And that's caught inside the 30. And the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Waddle, 81 yards. And the Jets use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing to start the drive. Carter. Pass complete to Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Carter. Finding Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And some room to run now. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Operating from the gun. Carter, the quick slant cut. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Back to throw. Carter. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The Jets with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Okay, ready?
And they take a knee. Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Jets, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0.